alaikum, the name is Samdala, and again welcome back to my channel. First of all, I hope you're all keeping well today, and Ramadan Kareem to everyone who is fasting this blessed month. In this video today I'll be sharing my experience in fasting Ramadan in Ireland and again fasting Ramadan back home in Sudan. Both of them differ a lot. The experience of fasting Ramadan in Ireland is different because we don't have family here. So we kind of like have to break our fast within ourselves, like within our home. And that's the kind of biggest struggle that we can have to face from day to day. So when it comes to fasting in Ireland, it's completely different from fasting in Sudan. Like when you fast in Sudan, you have your extended family, your uncles, your aunts, your nieces, your nephews, any person you go to. And when you go to Sudan and you fast with your family, you feel like it's literally like you feel so blessed to be within your family every now and then. Remember exactly nearly 2 years ago, we were fasting in Sudan and breaking our fast in Ubaid in Sudan. Like when we break our fast within our families, our extended family, I feel so blessed and so privileged to be able to be breaking our fast and to be able to be fasting in Sudan during the month of Ramadan. Like when we're in Sudan, like you feel literally the festive season of fasting and of Ramadan and of giving back to your community and or maybe one of your loved ones. I can honestly say I feel so blessed to be fasting and like this month of Ramadan. Like sometimes in life you do kind of tend to take everything for granted, but once Ramadan comes in, it comes knocking on the door. You feel so blessed, so privileged to be able to fast and to be able to break your fast and to be able to go through the month with a spiritually, mentally clear mind and a pure heart throughout the month. And yeah, that's the way that I kind of try to do it from day to day. Once Ramadan comes in, that's it. Like I try to kind of focus on what I need to do to make this month a memorable month for me and my family. Like when we're in Sudan, fasting Ramadan is completely different because it's within our families and within our loved ones that we kind of see from every year, every now and then. So kind of like fasting Ramadan in Sudan is completely different again to fasting Ramadan in Ireland, because when you fast Ramadan in Ireland, we break our fast within our families. We celebrate Eid within our family, like within our home here. We don't have extended families. We used to, but now we don't, unfortunately, so they moved out of the country. So for us, fasting Ramadan in Ireland, it's a blessing, it's a privilege. And sometimes when I say this, and I'll say this again, like, don't take everything for granted, take everything as it comes, stay blessed, stay positive. For me, one of the most memorable moments of fasting Ramadan in Sudan, it's fasting Ramadan within my family, going to prayer, coming back, and starting the next day the same thing. Like, even though it seemed to be like a tape, every single day we're fasting, we're praying, like each day is different from one another. Yes, we're repeating ourselves from day to day, fasting Ramadan, but going to prayer, being spiritually in the moment, being with your family, being with your loved ones, it's an extraordinary experience that I never ever take for granted, because that's pretty much it. Great thing about fasting in the month of Ramadan, like it has good health benefits, and I'll put in the links down below for you guys to check it out. Because when you fast the month of Ramadan, the whole entire month, it's good for your health, good for your mind. It keeps you motivated, spiritually in the moment, and this is what I've learned so far. So today has been 9 days since we were fasting Ramadan. We started fasting Ramadan last Friday, and today is our 9th day of fasting. So we're gonna be fasting for the next 30 days. No water, no food, no drink, but the only thing that we have to kind of be with is being present, being spiritually here, and knowing where you are when it comes to Ramadan. How would I and yourself use Ramadan this month to kind of achieve something or get back to your community, or find something that you could do to get back to your community? Say for instance, if you're in Sudan or you're in Ireland, wherever you are, make sure to make the month of Ramadan a good time for you to remember, a good time for you to get back, and a good time for you to be with your family. That's it. And again, it's up to you to decide that. And I hope you all have a blessed month. In regards to fasting Ramadan in Ireland, it's a bit different because we fast long hours. We fast in Ireland for about nearly 18 to 19 hours of fasting. We start fasting around say 4 a.m. till 9 p.m. at night, and if you calculate that, it's nearly 18 hours of fasting. It's a lot to take in, but it's rewarding long term. The way that we see it is like in Ireland today, the summers are long and the day is long, but we try to kind of get it done day to day. The blessing of Ramadan is it gives you patience and your mind is pure. And yeah, I feel so blessed to be fasting this month. I remember when we started fasting the first day of Ramadan, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was difficult, but as time went on, I pretty much got used to fasting, because I know Ireland, like I said to you, it's long hours we fast in Ireland, but it's okay, we can get through it. So it's about just being positive and staying motivated and being present and really using this month wisely, because it doesn't come back easily. And it's a blessing that we are here today to be fasting this month of Ramadan. In itself, it's a blessing. Never take anything for granted. Be positive, stay motivated. Fasting Ramadan in Sudan is different because we fast less hours. Like, we start fasting in Sudan around 5 a.m. and we can easily in Sudan break our fast around 6 p.m. That is if I were fasting there. Like, we could fast for 15 to 14 hours and that's it, we are done fasting. But then after an hour later of fasting, when we break our fast around 6 p.m. in Sudan, for instance, if I did fast in Sudan, around say 7 to half 7, 8, we pray and we come back home. When we come back home, there's other kind of like desserts that we eat, like for instance balila, or we eat something called balila and drinking gargade, aradeb, kungule. So I'll show these at the end of this video. I'll show a slideshow of what we kind of drink and what we eat during the month of Ramadan. For me, one of the most important things about Ramadan is it's about being blessed, being grateful, and it's about teaching me and my family to be kind of humble, that we are able to eat at a certain time, and we are able to start our fasting at a certain time. Like today, I don't know where exactly, Sudan, anywhere in the world, people who are homeless, they don't get the privilege to eat. So kind of like when we fast the month of Ramadan, we act as if we are them. Like, it's a blessing that we kind of get the privilege to be fasting, but again, to be breaking our fast at a certain time and to say to the homeless that we are with you. That fasting Ramadan in Sudan is not just about people getting together. It's about reconnecting with your family, reconnecting with your loved ones, like especially during the month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan in Sudan brings a lot of families closer together, where they eat together from day to day. Ramadan in Sudan brings families together. That's the best thing about Ramadan, and that is what I experienced when I was there in Sudan. It's a blessing to be there. The good thing about fasting the month of Ramadan and reaching to either 29 days or 30 days, we tend to, like, after that, like once we finish Ramadan, a day after that we celebrate Eid, which is Eid al-Fitr, or Eid Ramadan, like in English, like I said to you now. Like, we commemorate that we fasted this month, and we're thankful that we kind of got through it, and we fasted just for the sake of Allah and for us, just from a pure heart really. So celebrating Eid in Sudan is completely different, because as a whole family and my extended family, what we do is in the morning we get dressed, we go and pray in the mosque, and we come back, and then after we pray we do our Eid rounds. We go to our cousins, to our uncles, to our aunts, to our nieces, to our nephews. That's in Sudan, not in Ireland. Like in Ireland, we do the same thing. We pray and we come home. That's it. This is our Eid. Or either family members come over. But when it comes to Sudan, you celebrate Eid in Sudan. The first day of Eid, like I said to you before, you do your Eid rounds after prayer straight away or after lunch, and then after that you kind of like throughout the day we do our Eid rounds, and then the next day we do the same thing. Either we went to a family or families came to us. So kind of like it's a give and take when it comes to celebrating Eid in Sudan, and to commemorate that we fasted this blessed month of Ramadan. And the experience of celebrating Eid in Sudan, I never want to take it for granted, because it's a wonderful experience. And if you are from Sudan, I'd highly recommend you celebrate Eid in Sudan. It's different for where you live, because when you celebrate Eid with your family, it creates that sense of reconnection with your family, with your loved ones, even through Ramadan and through Eid as well. So if you haven't celebrated Eid in Sudan, I'd recommend it. Here I will show you a slide of what we eat during the month of Ramadan and the drinks we drink during the month of Ramadan. Here it is. If you have reached this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about Ramadan. From my experience fasting Ramadan in Ireland and fasting Ramadan in Sudan. Due to these two things, I cannot say more. The experience of fasting Ramadan in Sudan is extraordinary. I would recommend it. Before I end the video, at a positive note, always know that you can always achieve your goal. Stay positive, stay motivated, and again, please stay safe. And I should see you all again soon. Assalamu alaikum.